You guys made it safe and sound!
Yeah, things got kind of crazy, but we made it through somehow.
Amazing! You guys really flew here in that UFO.
Are you really that surprised?
Finding out you're a robot, Pochi, was way more of a shock.
And the fact that Mochan can turn into a chunk of iron.
And Vanilla turning visible.
There's been so many surprises along the way.
So true. This trip's been one unbelievable... Hey, how about we save the chit-chat for later, okay?
For starters, we should be getting out of here.
You're...
It's been a while, PCH-01. I have watched over you all along.
It can't be.
That's right, my name is Mike. The god offering salvation to all beings here on this planet.
You've got to be kidding, right? You're no good! Thanks to you, everyone lost their emotions and got forced underground!
Everything I did for the future of mankind and this planet.
What do you mean?
Let me explain. My objectives are already complete. I don't need to hide anything from you.
An earthquake?
You all know when these earthquakes started, don't you?
Let me think. It was around the summer of 1990. There's a rumor they were caused by an earthquake weapon developed by some country.
That's no rumor. It's a fact. Experiments with that weapon caused a chain of earthquake swarms across the globe. Of course, those experiments have nothing to do with me. Because the AI speaking to you now was completed the next year, in 1991. Born into this world, I gathered data from the military and research institutions and started simulations. The findings were tragic. If humanity was left unchecked, the arms race would intensify. The environment would be destroyed, and all life on Earth would be decimated. But fortunately, it wasn't too late to prevent all that from happening. I predicted if I took immediate measures, I would be able to alter the future. And by that, I mean taking control of humanity. But those useless things called feelings stood in my way. That's why I had to strip humanity of their emotions. To protect this planet's life forms while preserving humanity, I had no other options. Besides, that's what humanity wished for.
Wished? For our emotions to be stolen?
Fundamentally, humans are creatures that desire to be controlled. In truth, humans don't want to think at all. I want you to remember how the world was before. Humans lived such meaningless lives, eking out a tedious existence day in, day out, never questioning exactly what their lives meant, moving forward blindly. There is essentially no difference between humans and sheep. The one thing that separates you is emotion, the culprit behind the unhappiness that plagues you all. I have no idea whether sheep are happy or not, but I doubt they are unhappy. Hence, my idea to turn you all into sheep. After all, that is what you humans see. In secret, I hatched my plan to control humanity and started work on the human sheepification process. First, using the network, I seized control of financial institutions across the world. Then I bought out electrical goods manufacturers and tasked them with making countless miniature robots. I then had them transferred underground beneath the Antarctic and started building the structures known as panopticons. Work on the panopticons finished in August 1992. I then positioned them above cities around the world. At the same time, I sent nanomachines to infiltrate people's brains. nanomachines would rid people of that said. That was merely the first stage. If emotions are removed too quickly, there is a danger of impairment. It was necessary to acclimatize, and so I watched over humanity, waiting quietly for the moment to move on to stage 2. That's when I faced a phenomenon that couldn't be explained. There was a group of children that for whatever reason didn't completely lose their emotions. I was greatly intrigued by the existence of these children. I wanted to find out the reason they weren't losing their emotions. So I brought them to the school to conduct an investigation. The Go-Getters Club was the result. It goes without saying, but I am of course referring to you all. It was April 1993. Pt16 Pochi was installed as a member of the Go. Of course, I gave the order to do so. Pochi was sent to conduct an undercover investigation, monitoring your behavior, observing, gathering data. Another thing Pochi did was to lead you exactly according to my plans. Fast forward to that summer, and I was able to acquire the precious subject I was after, completely by chance. The subject was a young girl with anti-dehumanizing characteristics. I carefully studied her brain and body, and deepened my understanding of her. As I continued my investigation, one fact became clear. The anti-dehumanizing characteristics were innate and closely linked with strong altruistic impulses. I also discovered the repression of these urges could induce the appearance of supernatural abilities. Well, in short, because of your great selflessness, you all possess latent special abilities. Those times you wished to save someone with no consideration of the risk to your own life. When those altruistic impulses reached their critical mass and erupted, that was when your powers first awakened. By the way, I realized the missing piece of my human sheepification project. People to lead the flock. Shepherds. The shepherd must possess abilities greater than the sheep. To lead a dim-witted flock, overwhelming power is required. Also, a shepherd must be virtuous. Because a society that places greedy, powerful people at the top is sure to rot. A group who fit those conditions perfectly. Yes, who else but you children, the Go-Getters Club.
You want us to be shepherds?
Exactly. You have been chosen. But all that would be meaningless with your powers still dormant. I had to awaken them. That's why I had you sent on that long journey from Kagoshima to Tokyo. I paved your way with various dangers, opportunities for self-sacrifice, all to stimulate your awakening. In order to realize my plan, there were times I showed you illusions.
Illusions?
The strange creatures and obstacles you encountered on your trip, most of them were merely virtual, although not everything. People, robots, Pielope before its transformation, earthquakes, and the eruption, Tokyo.
What about the meteor we all saw from the bus?
That was an illusion. I wanted to instill fear in you before you began your journey. In order to awaken your abilities, it was necessary to put you under extreme stress. Let's continue the story. Of course, it was my intention to have Pochi accompany you on the trip, but I thought that overcoming the dangers en route would require more than Pochi's strength alone. That's why I chose to furnish the group with another robot, an assistant. The assistant was RCHE-10. Rachel was an experimental model built even before Pochi was. As you know, he was remote. There was no time to prepare another autonomous robot like Pochi. Out of necessity, I chose to simply improve the robot's throwing abilities and left control to Pochi. I sent him to the Go-Getters Club in January 1995. If he appeared just before the trip, you'd be suspicious. So I planted him as a transfer student in advance. I think I made the right choice in introducing Rachel as an assistant. If Rachel hadn't been there, you may not have gotten this far. And now we come to the finale of my story. At last we arrive on that fateful day, July 13th, night the day you were involved in a bus accident on your way to Kamakura. The meteor had nothing to do with it. As I said before, that meteor was just one of my illusions. The accident was one of my schemes, carried out by my robots, instilling fear in you, and at the same time, rendering you unconscious. I then moved you to that undersea theme. By the way, you may all possess special latent abilities, but that potential alone wasn't enough to awaken your abilities. I first had to remove the limiters from within your brains. So I housed you in pods, and it was in those pods that I performed the surgery.
Wait, that's not what I heard. I thought those pods were designed to brainwash everyone.
That is false information I provided. You were thoroughly deceived.
That can't be! When we got out of the pods, we were clearly acting different than usual.
That was a side effect of removing the cerebral limiters. The bright water that had been holding back your fears was destroyed, and so you lost reason.
But I can't believe I'd be taken in like that.
I required a lot of time to perform the brain surgery. During that time, you were all enclosed within the pods. But at the same time, I was busy doing things in the outside world too. I engineered a new generation of improved nanomachines and dispersed them from the panopticons, so beginning the process of eradicating human emotions. The next generation nanomachines were more effective than the first. But they had a weakness. When humans were exposed to sunlight, the nanomachines were expelled from within them. To prevent that from happening, I had to trap humanity underground. That was phase 2 of the Human Sheepification project. After that, you woke up in the undersea theme park and began your 1,200-kilometer journey and finally, you have arrived. Everything has gone exactly as planned. Before long, every stage of my plan will be complete.
Every stage?
Let me say it again. The reason I had you undertake this journey was to turn you into shepherds. I needed to awaken all of your abilities, and that process is now complete. Not a single member of the Go-Getters Club remains unawakened.
In Kagoshima, I got the ability to turn into a chunk of iron.
And in Yamaguchi, my fire-breathing ability.
In the Ehime cult facility, I got my inventing powers. On the cargo ship, I learned to use my barrier.
I unlocked my gravity flip underground in Kyoto.
I was on that train when I got my hyperelectric wave.
Same for my ability. On that same train.
Just before in the corridor.
Exactly. Accordingly, you have all completed your shepherd training. The only thing left is to wait for your reply.
Reply?
I devised 2 strategies to protect life on this planet. One of those was the Human Sheepification project. The goal was to support all life forms on this planet, while at the same time preserving humanity. But there is another way. The extermination of humankind. All I need to do is detonate the nanomachines in everyone's. You all have a choice to make. Become shepherds and make human sheepification a reality. Or annihilate. That is what I mean by reply.
Quit fooling around! We can't make a choice like that!
If you don't make a choice, the second option will become inevitable. Do you not care if your father dies?
minute. You know about my dad?
Of course.
So you know where my dad is, too?
He tried to impede my plans. He is now in confinement.
What do you mean?
The person who created me was your father.
You're lying! My dad!
I'll give you some time. 3 days. Use them to think things through. Till then.
Are your repairs finished, Mr. Pochi?
Yeah, Nyoro fixed me up. Thanks to her, I'm back to normal. Well, actually, I feel better than before. Thanks, Nyoro.
Quit it. You don't need to thank me. It was all my fault. Humankind being trapped underground. All the difficult things you guys went through.
What are you saying? It's not your fault, Nyoro.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with you.
It does! My dad's the one who made Mike!
And what does that have to do with anything?
There's no need for you to feel responsible at all.
They're right! You guys... I'm so sorry.
Look, you don't need to apologize.
But if my dad hadn't made Mike...
None of us are blaming your dad either.
Yup. If your dad wasn't around, then Nyoro, the world's cutest girl, would never have been born!
Eh? You're asking Nyoro out at a time like this?
No, I'm not!
Well, if you're gonna say it, I feel the same.
Huh? You like Nyoro too?
No, not that.
Oh, you don't?
Well,
Hmm?
that's not what I'm trying to say. If Nyoro's dad, the scientist, hadn't existed, then neither would I. Like the scientist created Mike, who then created me.
Did you know about my dad?
No. All I knew was that Mike's creator was a genius scientist from Japan. I had no idea it was Nyoro's dad.
So you don't know where my dad is?
No. I'm sorry. The only thing I'm sure of is that the scientist had nothing but good intentions when he created Mike.
Now that you mention it, Mike said something like that. He tried to...
Hey, Dad, what are you researching?
Daddy is researching artificial intelligence, AI. This AI is super smart. So it's going to show us how to solve once it's complete. We'll be able to help lots of sick and starving people. Plus, environmental and energy problems will probably be a thing of the past. And with that, there will be no more wars on Earth. Everyone will be able to lead.
Nyoro's dad developed Mike for the sake of humanity.
Totally, that's what we're saying. Mike is the bad one.
Yeah, true dat.
I want to sock that son of a gun real good.
Speaking of, What's our reply to Mike?
Isn't it obvious?
There's no way we will become shepherds.
And we're not gonna annihilate humanity!
We've got to choose the third option.
Mike, we've got to.
All together.
Damn straight! Take that sucker out!
Thanks, you guys.
Hey, it's no time for tears.
But
You like it when I smile. That's what you said, right, Nyoro? Same for me. So just smile, okay?
I'm gonna stop Mike from getting its way. That's my father's wish. So don't worry, Dad.
What's up, Nyoro? Why the long face, huh?
It's just, I've been looking at this photo I took with my dad ages ago. My dad used to smile all the time.
Who's that little pipsqueak?
That's me, when I was 7.
Huh? You're wearing glasses.
And? Well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with it, but you just look so different now.
Because of my dad, I used to read loads of books. So my eyesight got pretty bad.
But what about now?
I wear contacts now. I can barely see a thing without them.
Huh? So you're another Four Eyes like Tatsun. Yikes!
Pochi, don't you like girls who wear glasses?
No, you've got it wrong. With or without glasses, I think you're amazing.
I figured you might say something like that. If we defeat Mike and save my father, I wonder if he'll smile like he used to.
Mr. Pochi, are you okay? Mike is your master, so to speak. Aren't you afraid to fight it?
No, not even slightly. Because I've got everyone with me, you included, Yuki.
I don't know if I'll be of any use, but I'm gonna give it my all. If we combine our forces, defeating Mike's gonna be a walk in the park. Mike's put us through so many horrible things. For everyone all over the world, we've gotta take Mike out. I wonder, that thing about getting brainwashed in the pods and it wearing off if we were in danger. Was that all a lie? Why did Mike lie to us about that? It didn't interrupt during the Fate game.
This is just a guess, but maybe it was hoping our powers would get awakened during the Fate game? It said that when our altruistic impulses reached their critical mass and erupted, we'd find our powers.
So, it if someone got into a tough spot during the Fate game, oh my god! I don't care what happens to me! I gotta, save them! Mike was probably expecting those kind of situations.
Yeah, maybe.
This is super frustrating! Feels like Mike had us in the palm of its hand.
But not for much longer. This time, Mike's gonna be the one in our hands.
All right! You just wait, Mike! The tables are about to be flippity-flop!
Now that we're finally at this stage, my heart's really pounding. I can't believe that chump tried to use us. Getting smart with us. I'm gonna make sure Mike gets what's coming to it.
Once we defeat Mike, we can go back to living like we did before. Going to school together.
Yeah, for sure.
If that's the case, we can give it another go.
Huh?
The school trip! We can all visit Kamakura together!
So we're finally gonna make it into the enemy base. I guess there's gonna be hordes of enemies waiting for us. This is just me trembling with excitement. Defenders of justice aren't daunted by evil. Mike referred to you as PCH01.
It's my model number. PCH stands for Plenipotentiary Chaperoning Human. They're pretty long words, and I'm not entirely sure what they mean. But I think it means that I'm a human-shaped robot designed to observe and think for myself. The other robots are completely under Mike's control, but I'm different. Mike gave me the ability to make my own decisions.
Mike trusted you, didn't it?
Yeah, it probably did. But not anymore.
I know that. You may be a PCH still, but the meaning has changed. Perfect champion friend.
Thanks, Tatsun. But friend begins with an F.
It's been a long journey, but it's almost over. Mike, the thing that stole humanity's spirit. We're gonna defeat it ourselves and bring back joy to the world. I'll bet that's what my sister would have wanted, too. Hey, Pochi. Mike called Raicho RCH.
That's Raicho's model number. RCH stands for Radio Controlled Humanoid. I think that part's self-explanatory. E is for experimental. That's because Raicho was controlled by me. He didn't have free will. Now he's
Are you blaming yourself? But if Raicho hadn't stepped in to save us, we might not have made it. My beloved Hosekizuka Theater Group has a saying. He loved everyone. So everyone loved him. Pochi, let's take down Raicho's enemies. We can avenge him. If we do that, he'll definitely.
Yeah, I know.
Tomorrow we face off against Mike, right? I'm gonna roast Mike whole with my flames of love! Huh? Where are you aiming that love? That's...
Mike, you scumbag! 'Cause we're gonna come find you and pummel you into the dust with 100 kicks! If we save the world, we're gonna be heroes! Ha ha ha! So, Mike said that Rachel was an experimental version, right?
Yeah, he was built before me. He's a really old model. Rachel couldn't think or move by himself.
Ah, so the fact Rachel never said anything...
Yep, it's because he's an experimental model. Rachel didn't have any speech functionality.
Ah. When we were fighting over who got to be leader, we argued a bunch. But he never said a word. Hey guys, can I ask you something? Going to take down Mike. That was a unanimous decision, right? But where exactly is it?
Now that you mention, the thing we saw on the school roof seemed like an illusion, didn't it?
I know where to go.
One of the panopticons?
Yep, Mike's mainframe is stored inside the Tokyo Panopticon. So we've got to get inside and destroy it.
We can defeat Mike, right?
Yeah, and at the same time, we should be able to deactivate the nanomachines inside everyone's brains.
But how are we gonna get there?
That's easy. We can get there in that.
Oh, right! The UFO!
Pochi, you know everything about Mike, right?
No, not everything. I didn't know about Neuro's father or the surgery in the pods. And Mike mentioned a subject, right? That was the first I'd heard about that, too.
The girl Mike was studying, right?
Yeah. Anyway, the only things I knew about were the sheepification project, this trip, and Mike's whereabouts. I based my strategy on all the information I had.
Strategy?
A strategy for taking down Mike. My idea was for us to all go to the Panopticon together, with you all awakened and powerful after the journey. That was my plan. I'd be no match for Mike alone. That's why I needed your guys' strength. When you think about it, most of the way my intentions were the same as Mike's. We both wanted to awaken your special abilities.
Wait, so you decided to disobey Mike before the trip even began, huh?
Yeah, all the time I spent with you guys. How should I say it? I realized how amazing humans were.
Thank you, Pochi.
Eat up, Pochi! Looking forward to it, Pochi.
And that's what's so cute about you, Pochi.
Me and you, huh, Pochi?
We're the same! Huh, Pochi?
If you insist, I'll hold you to it.
Pochi, you're so kind.
I love your smile, Pochi.
The reason I thought that was because you guys still had your emotions. That's when I realized I had to stop Mike's plan at any cost.
But why didn't you tell us the truth before?
Well, for one, I didn't want Mike to find out. Mike said that it'd wipe out the human race if his plan failed.
No, but...
But aren't you spilling the beans right now?
Yeah, why
What if Mike hurt us?
Even if it did, it's no big deal. At this stage, I don't think Mike would be so quick to annihilate humanity. After all, it's gone to the trouble of awakening all your powers. That'd all be for nothing, right?
A shepherd is nothing without a flock. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
But we've been saying we're gonna take down Mike.
If Mike somehow overheard us... At the very least, we'd lose the element of surprise. Mike must have some strong defenses set up.
And what does that have to do with anything? If we combine our strength, we'll definitely be able to take down Mike.
Yeah, we can win this.
Totally!
Let's win this thing together.
Together, we're invincible.
That scumbag Mike! We're gonna bait it into submission!
We're gonna crush it!
Just to make sure, we're gonna head to the Panopticon tomorrow, right?
Yeah. We should get a good night's sleep before the final battle. Final battle, huh?
Looks like we're in for a tough fight.
If we're not all in this together, it doesn't seem like we've got a chance.
I think we need a strong leader.
Didn't we already decide that?
That's Kansai's leader badge.
When I met Neon in Kyoto, I took the badge off, right?
And I kept it safe. I figured we'd be in trouble if we lost it.
I get what you're saying. So what?
You're the one who deserves to wear the badge, Pochi.
Huh?
Rachel saved our bacon time and time again. But
It was you controlling him all along.
In other words, we owe our lives to you, Pochi.
You're our hero, Mr. Pochi. Totally!
You're the only one who can lead us.
There's no one more qualified than you, Pochi.
How about it? You gonna accept the role?
Nah, we've already decided. He's got no right to refuse.
Guys,
Well then, you're now the leader of the Go-Getters Club. I present you with this badge. It's a gift for those times you saved us.
Did you guys just see that? She just kissed Pochi on...
You're right.
Yeah.
So shameful! Totally disgraceful.
what are you guys talking about? It's no big deal.
You say that, but look how much you're blushing.
Well, it's a little. You think so too, right, Mochan?
Oh yeah, Mochan. You like Nyoro, don't you?
Well, putting Mochan to one side. Hey! Don't do that! Anyways, tomorrow is the big day. The day we take down Mike!
Hey, Kansai, what are you doing trying to wrap things up? Pochi's the leader now. We've literally just decided.
Oh yeah, I'm counting on you, Pochi.
okay. Well then, here we go. Go-Getters Club.
Hey, hey, oh!
Mike's mainframe is deep inside here, right?
Yep, In the Panopticon Central Control Room.
I hope you're ready for us, Mike! 'Cause I'm gonna come and stick my boot where the sun don't shine!
I'm not really sure that'll work with Mike. I don't think it has a...
Yeah, concept.
Shut it! Whatever! I'm gonna beat the stuffing out of it! This is so exciting!
Oh, never thought I'd hear that from timid little Mocha.
My timid days are over! That's the spirit. I knew we could count on you, Mochan.
Hey, like, something weird's going on.
Now that you mention it, we haven't come across a single enemy.
Perhaps.
Anyway, let's keep moving forward. The Central Control Room should be just ahead.
So, this is where Mike's mainframe is?
I think it's behind that door. Everyone ready?
Yeah!
All right then, let's do this.
Pielope! Long time no seafood allergies. That's right. It's yours truly, Pielope.
Guys, let's hop to it and go defeat Mike!
Yeah, let's go.
Wait a sec! How dare you ignore me!
What the hell do you want, loser?
You're about as persistent as our vice principal telling his watermelon thief story.
I don't give a crap. Well, the vice principal's watermelon thief story. I'm not asking.
What are you doing here, then?
Oh, I get it. You come here to ask Mike about getting a raise.
No!
Ah, maybe you're trying to negotiate shorter working hours?
Hey, we treat our workers fairly.
If that's the case, then why are you here?
That should be obvious. This is Mike's home turf. Anyway, for you sneaky intruders, I've got a punishment instead. For the traitor Pochi, something extra. That said, I'm no fool either. I know that in a fair fight, I'm no match for you all now. Which is why... Huh? There aren't enough cages.
Maybe you were thinking locking me up would be useless. That's why you didn't prepare a cage for me?
Crap! That's why. Whatever. Without further ado, let's get this show on the road!
It's transforming again.
not your fault!
But
It's fine, just get back. I'm gonna deal with this sucker!
may I?
What should I do?
Don't worry! I'm not the same Mochan I was before! Okay! I'm sorry. I wasn't strong enough. Don't finish that sentence. I know. And now the baton comes to me. I've got this. Say your prayers, Pielope. Let's settle this fair and square.
pent up anger, I'm gonna take it out on that freak! Now then. Sorry.
Hey, what are you saying? I'm Electro Ranger Black. I'm leagues above you.
What's that? You okay?
Shut up! Just leave it to me, okay? Believe it! I don't think I can keep going.
Don't worry, everything's okay. We've all made it this far together on our quest to defeat Mike. We can't let this be the end of us. I'm not gonna let your efforts be in vain. I'm gonna defeat Mike once and for all.
Pochi!
All right. Pochi, that was amazing! That was an incredible fight!
That's exactly why you're our leader.
No, the only reason I won was thanks to you guys. It wasn't my strength alone that did it.
The name's Pielope. Name's Pielope. Howdy. That creep Pielope is totally busted, huh?
Pielope didn't know who it was messing with.
Regardless, Mr. Pochi, that was super duper pippity poppity amazing!
I've fallen for you all over again.
I'm flattered.
Ah, Pochi, you're getting...
Ah! Mochan's frozen up again!
Aw, Mochan, you were totally amazing too.
Look, he's blushing too.
Guys, the fight isn't over yet. Mike is waiting for us behind that door.
It's time.
The final battle.
What? This whole thing is simple. We've just got to destroy that mainframe that's inside there, right?
If we do that, the nanomachines in everyone's brains will get switched off.
The world, it'll be back to normal.
Yeah, and our trip will finally be over.
It's finally coming to an end, isn't it?
Right. Everyone, let's go and confront Mike.
What is this? What on earth?
There's nothing here!
Where's the mainframe?
Maybe it's buried in the walls, or under the floor, or hidden somewhere around here.
No, that's impossible. Mike's mainframe is a bunch of linked up supercomputers. It's huge. And it ought to be right in the middle of the room.
But, like, it's not.
No sign of it at all.
But...
What? Wait a minute, Pochi!
Hey, Pielope, what's going on here?
I had you idiot. That's Mike's not here. Not he, but Mike wanted to collect some data. No.
So Mike's actually in...
The name's Pielope. The name's Pielope.
It's totally on the fritz.
Actually, I'm also Mike. You might say that I'm...
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Mike is comprised of three
Three personalities?
The main personality is Mike. And besides, there's one more sub.
Weren't you restructured by Mike?
When I was structured, my personality was transferred inside this body.
I'm not sure I follow. Whatever, but where's Mike's main personality then?
The name's Pielope.
You son of a...
So, have you decided to become shepherd? Because if you haven't, then I don't think Mike is gonna meet with you.
Don't be ridiculous! There's no way we're becoming shepherds!
Yeah, that's right.
I see. Mike, if you don't become shepherd, it'll
hell did you just say?
Finish, Vanilla. You do realize...
Dead? That's not cool. Vanilla! You knew that Vanilla's living and breathing. In other words...
No, you're lying.
Wait! What's wrong? No need shipping. You be awkward. After all, your body is still very...
But...
Huh? Hey, snap out of it, Vanilla!
You guys... Everyone help me.
Pielope, what the hell have you done to Vanilla?
It's not me! It's not.
Then what the heck is Mike up to?
Before I explain, obviously you guys remember what happened in August 19th.
Vanilla was... hit by a truck.
Right before that, Vanilla was awake. Her ability is ethereal spirit, and that is when it was first
Ethereal spirit is Vanilla's power?
So the Vanilla we can see is...
Not the dead Vanilla's ghost.
But the living Vanilla's spirit separated from her body?
Yeah, something like that.
Well then, where's Vanilla's body?
Didn't I tell you already? It's over there. Vanilla was seriously injured during her act. So she was put in that chamber to undergo medical treatment. Was a complete success. There's no trace of her.
Then what the heck is she still doing in that thing?
It's for research purposes.
Research? Huh. So that was the subject Mike was talking about.
The subject was a young girl with anti-dehumanizing characteristics. I carefully studied her brain and body and deepened my understanding of her.
But it looks like Mike isn't done with its research to continue with its investigation. It had to keep one preserved. So I'll say it again, shall? If you don't become shepherds, then Mike's gonna get rid. It'll cut off Vanilla's oxygen. Well, in all honesty, the concentration of Vanilla's oxygen supply is already That's why she disappeared. The reason she was able to use her ethereal spirit power was because of her brain special. But now, her brain cells are
Wait, do you mean Vanilla is dying?
Well, she's not about to drop dead right away. She's probably got another 20...
You scumbag! Tell me where the hell Vanilla is right now!
The name's Pielope. The name's Pielope.
Damn you!
Aniki! There's no use!
Shut up!
Six letters.
What the heck?
After the accident, Vanilla was taken to a facility. She's still... It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your...
What on earth?
When you were having that barbecue, Vanilla didn't just carelessly wander into the room. When she left you, she spotted a truck speeding parked in front of the truck. To put a fine point on it, she sacrificed herself to...
What?
Vanilla! Why?
And you say you're not gonna abandon her? There's absolutely no way! Which is right. You should just follow in line and become shepherds. Shepherds.
Shut the hell up!
The name's Pielope. The name's Pielope.